Hi guys, I'd like to talk to you about the 10-20-70 ratio. Um, as you know from my last video, we've launched the Complete Leader program here in Ireland, and in the seminar we were talking about some ideas, and we were talking about why leadership programs work and why they don't work. And this 10-20-70 ratio is critical to a leadership program that works. And the argument is this, or the theory is this, that our learning is 10% learning, if you wish, in the classroom learning, 20% feedback from ourselves and from others and from the environment, and 70% practice. And when I look at leadership programs and why leadership programs do and do not work, I think that the real reason they don't work is because they're done out there somewhere, they're separate, it's an intellectual exercise, and then you go back to the real world. And the Complete Leader program is designed around the concept of 10-20-70. It's a certain amount of interaction in a classroom environment. Then there's a huge amount of peer coaching, a huge amount of professional coaching, a huge amount of assignments, practical things, where people are working and practicing all the time. And practicing on things that are relevant. There's another real bugbear with lots of programs. They're generic programs. And I think it's been interesting for me over the last few days just talking to people about the program. And I really had this awareness that to be a complete leader, to develop yourself as a leader, you don't have to develop everything. You have to take certain competencies and you have to build them and grow those competencies. Some are strengths, some are weaknesses, but you have to build and grow those competencies to become more complete, become more effective. And you do this by practice. Practice makes permanent. You practice, you get feedback, you learn, you change, and you do it in the real environment, in your work environment, not in some theoretical laboratory or classroom over here. You actually go to the real world and you take it and you practice it in the real world and get feedback and learn and grow and change. And the last concept associated with 10-20-70 that I just want to share with you is have to be and be to have. We all know the model. When I have all the money, I'll do all the things I want to do and I'll be happy. And of course that's not the way the world works. So what you say is, I want to become a more empathetic person. And to become that, to be that more empathetic person, I will do the things that empathetic people do. And if I do these things, ultimately I will have an empathetic outlook. So the do is the key bit. That's the 70% and the 20% feedback that you're doing. You're practicing, and practicing makes permanent. So that you actually develop and you actually genuinely develop these competencies and genuinely become a more complete leader. If you believe that leaders are just born, then of course everything I'm saying makes no sense to you. But if you believe, as I do, that leaders are made, that you grow and develop and become a leader, and you become a leader by doing the things that complete leaders do, then this model makes sense to you. So think about it. It's all about identifying the things you need to change and then doing them and doing them again and again and again and again and getting feedback, because practice makes permanent.